On a freezing April night in 1912, beneath a sky scattered with indifferent stars, the most magnificent ship ever built drifted silently toward destiny, unaware that within hours it would become the most haunting legend the ocean had ever claimed. The RMS Titanic was not just a ship, it was a statement, a floating palace of ambition, wealth, and human pride, stretching over 882 feet, carrying more than 2,200 souls across the Atlantic. For the passengers, it was a promise of a new life, luxury, or adventure. For the crew, it was duty. But for history, it would become a symbol, one that still echoes through time. Among the passengers was a young American journalist named Daniel Harper. He wasn't wealthy nor famous, but he had a curious mind and a restless spirit. He boarded the Titanic not for luxury, but for a story. Rumors had reached him before departure, strange whispers about the ship, about something unusual in its construction, something even its builders didn't fully understand. Daniel dismissed it at first. After all, people love mysteries. But as the Titanic left Southampton and began its voyage, he noticed small, unsettling details. Workers who had helped build the ship refused to speak about certain sections of it. A crew member quietly mentioned that during construction, multiple accidents occurred in one particular area near the forward cargo hold, far more than usual. On the third night, Daniel couldn't sleep. The ship was eerily calm, the ocean smooth as glass. He decided to wander, notebook in hand. As he made his way through the dimly lit corridors, he noticed a door slightly ajar, a door marked "Authorized Personnel Only." Curiosity overcame caution. Inside, the air felt colder than anywhere else on the ship. The metallic walls seemed to hum faintly, as if holding a secret. He stepped further in and found himself in a narrow maintenance corridor leading toward the bow. That's when he heard it, a soft, rhythmic knocking. At first, he thought it was machinery, but the sound was irregular, almost deliberate. Knock, knock, knock. Daniel followed the sound until he reached a sealed section. There was no visible source, yet the knocking continued, faint but unmistakable. He pressed his ear against the wall. Silence. Then, suddenly, 3 loud knocks. He jumped back, heart racing. The next morning, Daniel tried to ask the crew about it, but no one would answer directly. One engineer nervously told him, "Some parts of a ship remember things, best not to listen too closely." Daniel laughed it off, but the unease stayed with him. That night, April 14th, the temperature dropped sharply. Ice warnings had been received throughout the day, but the Titanic continued at near full speed. Confidence